So in this video, I want to talk to you about creating engaging content that your audience will love. If you're going to start a college newsletter, you probably have some ideas of what people are interested in the area and what you want to write about. But it's always good to do a little bit of research. And in this video, I just want to give you some ideas very briefly of how you can find out what people are interested in. Before I do that, though, I do want you to encourage you to experiment. That doesn't mean you have your newsletter looking different every single week. That's going to massively put people off. But what I mean by that is pick out your core pillars, the things you definitely know that you're going to talk about, maybe 4, 5, 6 sections, and then around those, experiment with other sections. So, for example, if you're not sure about putting sports in, add it in for a few weeks and then ask for feedback. Maybe you're thinking about putting in a section that's like a student photo of the week. Put that in and then ask for feedback. But asking for feedback is the main part. Okay, so where do you ask? Well, the first place you can ask is on social media. When you're setting up your newsletter, you're also going to need to set up social media as well. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever people at your college, university are using, then that's where you want to be. You want to be building your social media following at the same time as your newsletter, and you can ask what people are interested in on there. Get them to comment. On Facebook, you can put polls, get people to engage, get feedback. The second place you can ask is in your newsletter. Now, not many people know this, but in newsletters, you can put a poll. So, for example, if you went for the student photo of the week example, and you were putting in some photos that were submitted by students, after 3 or 4 weeks, under that section, put a poll and ask people what they think about it. Ask them to vote. So should we keep this section in the newsletter? And then people can vote, yes, no. If you're thinking about putting a section in, ask beforehand, should we have a weather section in the newsletter? Yes, no. And get the feedback from people. Platforms that you put your newsletter into will have this information. Okay, and when people sign up, you can do surveys. So you can survey your audience and find out a little bit more about them. And then you can use that information to help you pick what kind of content you want to use. Now, the third place you can go is to AI. You could ask something like ChatGPT what people might be interested in. We have this tool here that we built. It's completely free for you to use. Just use the link down in the description. And you're just going to fill this out. So the first thing you do is put in your target audience. So it could be Boston Uni students. Then you're going to say where it is in the world. So Boston University. If there's anything you really feel passionate about including, or you want the AI to consider, you can fill this in, but it is completely optional. Then you just hit submit. This thing is going to work. It's going to analyze your answers, and then it's going to come up with some suggestions of things that you could include. And these are things that the AI has gone and done the research on and found that people might be interested in. And when you're looking for your first few sections, combine this research here with your interests. Ask, your mates, find out what they think, come up with those core pillars, and then from that point onwards, experiment. Like I said, don't change everything at once, but add in different sections, get some feedback, tweak things, change things, and over time you'll end up with a format that people really, really enjoy consuming. But every edition, I encourage you to have some kind of poll in there to get some feedback from your audience about the content you're creating, what they're enjoying, what they don't, so you can deliver better value. And the more value you deliver, the higher retention, that's more people are going to stick around. And therefore, the more your newsletter is going to get open, the more your links are going to get clicked on, and therefore the more money you're going to be able to make. We'll see you in the next one.